Hey, it's just me, myself, and Mandy, and it is time for the October Super Yum Box. Let's dive in. Let's see what this month's country is. Ooh! This month we're going to Germany! Each box comes with this fun little card that gives us a little bit of information on the country and the snacks. And then on the back, we have a few more goodies and we have a scorecard that we can fill out as we taste the different yums. And a beautiful booklet. And this is going to give us more information on all of our yums. Give you a little sneak peek of our box. I love that our booklet has a gingerbread candy house with the witch up there. It looks like we have Gretel down here in the bottom. And Hansel. There's Hansel and Gretel going to see the witch. It's a nice spooky October theme, so I like that. Let's see what our first yum is. Found it! Nice. Our first one is these peanut buttery puffs. Germany's favorite game time snack. Nothing is more popular in Germany than football, aka soccer in the US. Well, that and this yum. Please forgive my pronunciation. Erdnuss Flips. Peanut flips are one of Germany's most popular snacks. The local go-to for soccer fans sitting back to watch their favorite teams. The key to their popularity? Their size. The bag is designed to last you through a 90-minute game, even if you're nervously eating during overtime. Or if you're like us and can't help but eat them 3 at a time. Nice. I quite like peanuts and peanut butter and peanut tasting things. So let's see. They do smell a little more like peanut butter than just plain roasted peanuts, which I'm down for. I'm down for it either way. Here's one of the puffs. Let's taste it. That's nice. It reminds me of a homemade peanut butter that just has a little bit of sugar added for just a touch of sweetness, and then some salt added. It does have a nice saltiness. And you're still getting a lot of that roasted peanut flavor, but with a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of something creaminess. So it's delicious. We had something similar in the last box, and here we have something again in this box. Onion rings. I guess everybody just likes onion flavor, right? Onion rings. Celebrate Weimar's Onion Festival. Once October rolls around, there's one particular festival on everyone's mind. No, not Oktoberfest. That happens in September. We're talking about the Weimar Onion Festival, originating back in 1653 as a way for locals to share their onions for winter. It's Germany's oldest folk festival, 157 years older than Oktoberfest. Today, over 300,000 annual attendees stock up on fresh onions, relish the famous onion pie, and watch the crowning of the Onion Queen. Open up this outrageously crunchy oniony yum, and you'll see what the hype is all about. What do you think? What's the hype about? Let's see. Mwah! All right, I'm curious about this one. Here's one of the little onion rings. I do like the size. I like that they're nice little small bite size and not the huge rings that you're, trying to take multiple bites of. So that's nice. Let's try it. Okay. I can definitely taste the onion, and it does have a little bit of sweetness to it. Just a touch. Oh no, I'm not crazy about this one though. You went down. Mwah. Fare thee well, my friend. We'll meet again soon. I think it's just a little sharper than what I usually like in a onion snack. I like the little bit of a lighter flavor. It's not bad or anything. It's okay. I'll munch on a few more of these, but it's not my favorite for sure. It's okay. I see something with cheese. We're gonna try that next. Interesting. This one is ham and cheese corn puffs. Crispy, crunchy, and quintessentially German. For Germans, there's no such thing as too much ham and cheese. I know someone like that. A typical breakfast, eggs with ham slices and cheese on bread. Lunch, an open-faced ham and cheese sandwich. Dinner, a platter of rolled ham, cheese, pickled vegetables, and bread. And in between, these ham and cheese puffs. It only makes sense that Germany's quintessential food pairing would also be the country's favorite snack food. Ooh, I'm excited for these. I am a fan of ham. I am a big fan of cheese. Curious what they taste like combined on a little puff. They are large puffs as well. Let's see what it tastes like. It's like if you had like a Cheeto puff that also had a smoked ham flavor with it. It's a little bit odd. I probably wouldn't have picked it, but I'm glad I tried it. That's pretty good. I will definitely finish that bag. That's a lot of savory. Let's see if we can find something sweet. Yummy. Lemon wafers. Crispy, crumbly, and oh so lemony. Who doesn't love a squeeze of lemon in their schnitzel or citrusy kick in their sauerkraut? With all the ways lemons are incorporated into their cuisine, you'd think Germany's lemon orchards would go on for miles, except they actually don't grow natively at all. That's why Germany is the second biggest importer of the citrus in the whole world, spending almost $375 million every year. And when you're making sweets like these crispy lemon wafers, we can understand why they're in such high demand. I really like wafers. My grandfather used to always have wafers, but he used to always have them around the house, and so I used to love to snack on those when I was over. So I have a great fondness for wafers, and I also really like lemon flavored things. I'm a sucker for that citrus. Here's one of the wafers. Let's give it a try. It just keeps getting better and better. Oh my goodness. It's a very nice crisp wafer. And when I bit in, it had that nice sweet at first, and then really tart lemony, and then another wave of sweet, and then more tart lemoniness. Oh, it's just delicious. Oh, that's so good. I better put this over here so I don't eat all of them before I can share them. What is it with everybody in ketchup too? Like, I get it. I was a ketchup obsessed child. I put ketchup on everything. I just drowned everything in ketchup. And I'm still quite fond of ketchup. But my goodness, so many ketchup flavored snacks. These are ketchup potato sticks. The German snack for anyone who loves fries. Is any food combo as iconic as ketchup and fries? In Germany, yes. Ketchup, fries, and currywurst. The classic dish, made by pouring a mix of curry powder and ketchup over grilled German wurst, or sausage, and Pommes, fries, was first made in 1949 Berlin. Now it's ubiquitous across all major cities, but none more than Berlin. It's even tradition for every mayoral candidate to have a photo op at a currywurst stand. That's fun. Here, you'll taste the spicy ketchup and fries classic in an extra crispy snack. Even without the worst, this snack might just be Berlin's best. Okay. I definitely didn't hate the other ketchup snacks. They are a little strange. I definitely didn't hate the others, so let's see how this one is. Ooh, I see something interesting in there. Focus, don't get distracted. Okay. Here's one of the straws. Bottoms up. It is just so odd to my palate. It's hard to know what to make of it. It's just so different. I like it, just to get that up out front. It's strange, but I like it. The ketchup flavor, it's not just a straight tomato flavor like some have been. It's a nice sweet with a little bit of tangy ketchup flavor. Yeah, that's good. Let's go sweet again. Nice. It's nice and heavy. It is a dark chocolate lemon cream bar. Dark chocolate meets bright citrus. I'm not usually a dark chocolate fan, but combined with the citrusy flavor of that lemon, it might be all right. If you've gotten this far into the box, then you're likely thinking, wow, the Germans must really love chocolate. That's funny because I don't do them in the order of the booklet, so this is really our first chocolate thing. And you'd be right. In fact, Germany consumes the second most chocolate in the world per capita, behind only Switzerland. I didn't know that. That's really interesting. How much chocolate are we talking? Nearly 20 pounds per person. While shipping your 20 pounds quota would have been a bit excessive, we think this decadent bar with citrusy lemon cream will more than make up for it. Lemon cream? Wonderful. Okay. Let's just bust into this chocolate bar, shall we? Yep, that's dark chocolate. It's divided into a few different little bars there. Yeah, it's definitely loaded with lemon cream and a somewhat thin layer of the dark chocolate around it. Let's try it. That balances really well. I wasn't bothered by the dark chocolate flavor. That wonderful citrusy lemon taste is really nice and strong, and it balances out the bitterness of the dark chocolate. But I think that's pretty good. I enjoy that one. It's probably not gonna be my favorite just because dark chocolate's not my favorite. But as far as a dark chocolate bar goes, that was pretty good. Stracciatella bonbons. One of Germany's most famous chocolates. You're in for a whole new world of flavor, and by that we mean Klugen, a type of chocolate that translates to globe. While Klugen are one of the most popular types of chocolate, this one is extra special. For starters, it hails from Germany's oldest chocolate factory, Halloren. I probably didn't say that right, I'm sorry. Which opened all the way back in 1804. Secondly, it's by far the factory's most famous creation to date, cherished by sweet lovers all across the country. Thirdly, its iconic spherical shape was designed to resemble the buttons on local salt miners' jackets. And lastly, it's filled with decadent stracciatella, one of Germany's favorite flavors of gelato. Ooh, filled with cream and chocolate flakes. It looks a little like cookie dough flavor, but I'm curious to see what it actually tastes like. Ooh, okay, I thought they were just gonna be loose in the box, but they are actually, oops, in a nice little guy there, so it keeps them all nice and set. Here's one of the little guys up close. Ooh, it's nice and soft. It is a very creamy, soft texture inside, it looks like. Let's try it. Yes. Immediate. Yes. Germany. I love your food. Oh, that's so good. It's incredibly rich and sweet, but it is delicious. It does remind me a little bit of cookie dough, but not the like over processed cookie dough flavor that we get in a lot of American ice creams with cookie dough pieces in there. It's a lot creamier for sure. That is amazing. It's the sweet cherry cookies. I'm usually not a fan of cherries or cherry flavor in a lot of things. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Soft and buttery with luscious German cherry. Pro tip, if a giant offers you cherries, say no. In the grim tale, The Valiant Little Tailor, a giant lowers the uppermost branch of a cherry tree into the titular tailor's hand, supposedly so he can taste the fruit. But when the giant lets go, the branch springs upright and the tailor goes flying. Fortunately, the tailor later uses his wits to outsmart the giant. And fortunately for you, there are no giants standing in the way of these buttery cherry cookies. And happy ending for all. Let's see. I like butter cookies. I quite enjoy butter cookies. Not crazy about the cherries. But let's see how this goes. Here's one up close. We have the cherry as a little filling in the middle of the cookie. I'm going to nibble the cookie first just to taste that. I still got cherry. Woo! I was expecting it to be a very like crisp, crunchy cookie, and this has a little bit more of a crisp exterior and then a little bit of a softer interior of the cookie. So that surprised me a little bit. So let's just take a bite out of the middle and see. It's not bad, all balanced together. It's still cherry flavor. I'm not crazy about cherry. Now, if that was raspberry in the middle, I would really, really like this cookie. I can tell you that. It all comes together great. It has a great balance to it. But because it's cherry, I gotta knock it down a few pegs for me. Like, this is okay. Dark chocolate marzipan bar. Intense almond candy coated in chocolate. People in northern Germany are going nuts for a certain almond candy, marzipan. While the origin of this confection, made from sugar, honey, and almond meal, is widely debated, many are quick to claim credit, with the city of Lübeck as a top contender. In fact, it's considered the marzipan capital of the world. Once you try the soft, chewy, and intensely almondy candy coated in decadent dark chocolate, you'll see why its popularity is spread all over North Germany and beyond. Interesting. Here's what it looks like out of the package. Ooh, it has a nice crumble inside. Let's see. That's really good. I like that. Yeah, I forgot if this said it was dark chocolate or not. And I was thinking that tasted like dark chocolate, and it is indeed. It is dark chocolate. And again, even though I'm not a huge dark chocolate fan, I think it pairs very well with this because the filling inside is fairly sweet. And so the dark chocolate on the outside gives you that chocolate flavor without being too overpoweringly sweet. So it balances very nicely. And it does have a nice flavor to it. You have that nice almondy flavor. That is quite pleasant. Okay, I see what that one earlier was saying about chocolate. We do have a lot of chocolate. Though, honestly, I'm not complaining. Our next one, is milk chocolate with forced fruit filling. I am very excited for that. A taste of the Black Forest. Close your eyes and imagine yourself surrounded by the darkest evergreens you've ever seen. The scent of pine fills your senses and you hear the faint tickle of the Danbun River. Sorry for my pronunciation. In the distance. Now take a piece of this chocolate and hold it to your nose. Are you smelling the plentiful wild berry bushes that dot the landscape? You might as well be. All the rich fruit flavors in this chocolate are also found in Germany's famous Black Forest. So take a deep breath, have another bite, and enjoy the hike. Woohoo! I love fruit flavors other than cherry. So I'm very excited about this. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can already smell the fruit. Here's what the bar looks like. Nice little sections. Let's see if I can break it down the middle to show you. Ooh. Oh yeah. Look at that. Chocolate and fruit. Doesn't get much better than that. I need like 10 more of these. That is so good. That milk chocolate is rich and creamy, and that fruit filling in the middle is delicious. It is sweet, it is fruity, it is tart, and it is just wonderful. Oh my goodness. Next, we have a fun activity in this little bag here. Now, I'm not going to play this game yet, but keep an eye out and I'll put out another video later this week of me trying out this new game. But I will go ahead and read the information for it. This is the Muli game board. Play one of Germany's oldest games. Can't agree on who gets to eat the last yum? Compete for it. This month, you get to play one of the oldest strategy games in all of Europe, Muli, also known as Mills. Germans have been playing this game since ancient times, as early as the Holy Roman Empire in the 9th century. In fact, some families even have heirloom game boards passed down through the generations. And once you've played a round or two, you'll see why this classic game has withstood the test of time. Fun! Okay, well that'd be really interesting to try out. Ooh, this sounds delicious. Salted caramel milk chocolate bonbons. Rich German caramel in every chocolatey bite. Think you've had all that caramel has to offer? Welcome to Germany. From rich, fluffy, and caramelly apple cake to nut-filled caramel tarts to crisp caramel-filled cookies. The Germans seem to have found nearly every possible way to perfect our favorite ingredient. And just when we thought that it couldn't get better, here comes another. Chocolate-covered soft caramel with a touch of sea salt. Will the innovation never cease? Ooh, that is calling my name. I love me some sea salt caramel. We have it inside the little container there so they don't go all wild and crazy. And they're the same type shape little bonbons. And we have a similar texture to the filling inside. Let's taste. That's pretty good. It has a very creamy caramel flavor that is just delicious. The chocolate is a nice balance to it. Now, I didn't get a whole lot of the salt. It is definitely just a touch of sea salt. I could have used a little bit more sea salt, maybe 2 pinches of sea salt, and that would have been nice to help balance that flavor just a little bit more. But overall, that is wonderful. That is very good. I would have never thought that would be something in here. Interesting. Okay. So I glanced in and I saw a tube of something, and I had to look at the page, which it happened to be on the same page that we're on, or the one right next to it. And I never would have expected to get this in one of these boxes. Interesting. It is a mild Bavarian mustard. Try Bavaria's famous mustard. If you like pretzels, sausages, or even just a simple sandwich, you are in for a treat. Bavaria is world famous for their unique take on mustard. So we went out of our way to make sure our super yum consumers got to try it. Made from a special mixture of yellow and brown mustard seeds called, excuse my pronunciation, Mittelskarf? Mittelskarf. Does that sound better? I took Spanish, not German, I'm sorry. Bavarian mustard is sharper, tangier, and all around tastier than your standard yellow bottle. Just one little taste will make you thankful we sprung for the bigger tube. Okay. Now, I originally was not a mustard fan. For years and years and years, I quite disliked mustard. But in the last, goodness, I guess like 5 years or so, I've actually started to come around to mustard. Now, I don't have anything in here to really put it on, so I'm just gonna squirt a little on my finger and we're just gonna taste it. Let's see. Ooh, that's strong mustard. Ooh, that's very, very sharp. Very sharp, very tangy. Hello, Bubba. Whoo! It reminds me of, we used to having a very mild cheddar cheese. The first time you have like a true extra sharp cheddar cheese. And you're just like, whoo, that's sharp. It does have a very good, strong mustard flavor. It's, granted, I am tasting it by itself, so it's going to be incredibly strong. I can definitely see from that flavor profile and even that sharpness how this would go very, very well on some bratwurst, on some sausage. Yes, hello. Oh my goodness. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Sorry, I have a needy child. He's a very clingy baby when he wants to be. You want to go see? Yes, that's a good idea. Go see. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna have to get me some sausages, some bratwurst or something, and cook those up this week and try this out on that, because I bet this goes wonderful with that spicy flavor. Okay. We have one more yum before we get to our yum bag, which is full of our candies. And that is our drink. It still also is really interesting to me that we get drinks in these Super Yum boxes, and I think that's so fun. This is Mezzo Mix Soda. Sweet cola meets tangy orange juice. At first glance, you might be thinking that this is an orange soda, and you're very close to being right. This is actually a highly popular drink that blends soda with real orange juice, hence the slogan, Cola Kunst Orange. Cola kisses orange. Take a sip and you'll immediately taste the difference between this and your standard orange soda. It's no wonder the flavors are kissing, because it's clearly a match made in heaven. I quite like cola. I'm like, okay, with orange sodas. I really like orange juice. Let's see. Let's see how it tastes like. Interesting. I also need to start just bringing cups of ice in here. I like this one a lot better than the wine flavored drink we had last month, because I'm not a wine drinker at all. This is very interesting. Because that's definitely not an orange soda. It definitely tastes like cola, but you're also getting a very clear... Go tell him, Chessie. Go tell him, baby. You're also getting a very clear orange taste, too. That's a really interesting combination. I never would have thought to try to combine those two, but it works surprisingly well. I am fond of that. Milk and honey caramels. A sweet unification of flavor. On October 3rd, 1990, Germany's separate states were reunited as a single country for the first time in 45 years, which is why every year people all over the country celebrate October 3rd as Unity Day. Parades, concerts, and fireworks make it easy to get into the spirit of unity. But what if we told you there was an excellent way to celebrate right now? If you think the answer is these milk and honey caramels, then you'd be correct. They're a delicious union of creamy milk and sticky honey and an ultra soft caramel. Lovely. I like me some caramel. Very sticky indeed. Here's one of the caramels. Ooh, interesting. It seems like it's going to be a nice kind of soft, crumbly one. And it does look like we have a hollow center that has a little bit of filling. Maybe that's where our cream is hiding. It's almost good, but there is a weird flavor going on here. There's a strange, that sharp, like fermented taste. Not as sharp as that, but that same kind of flavor. Like I said, it's almost, I almost like it, but there's that odd flavor that I'm not really down with. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, we've got another one from that brand, but this one is the German eggnog fudge. Just like Christmas in Germany, every December, Germans from Munich to Hamburg are eagerly awaiting their first sip of Eierlikör. Sorry. The German version of eggnog. While it may seem similar to traditional eggnog at first, one ingredient transforms the taste. This version uses egg yolks instead of the whole egg. The difference? A richer, creamier drink that's perfect for the holidays, but you don't have to wait for the holidays to enjoy this Eierlikör fudge. Prost! I'm so sorry for my pronunciation. I'm curious. I do like eggnog. That's another thing that's come about in the last few years. I have started to really enjoy some eggnog. Here's the piece of fudge. Now this one I like. It does taste like really creamy eggnog. Now you're getting a lot of the sweet from the fudge itself, but you can definitely taste that it's eggnog flavored. I think it still has a similar sharpness that the other one did. Again, sharp probably isn't the best way to describe it because it's not super sharp or strong. It's just a little bit of that fermented taste. I think this one still has a little bit of that, but because the flavor is eggnog, that flavor blends into the eggnog flavor better. It matches it better, so it works with this one. Not bad. We are down to our last yum. We have assorted sour fruit candies. Chewy candies and 4 juicy flavors. If there's one thing to learn from Hansel and Gretel, it's that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, or a house by its cake walls. Sure, the sparkling sugar windows might seem super awesome, but we all know the witch on the other side was, well, not super awesome. Keep that in mind with this yum. It may look plain as you unwrap it, but one chew will reveal a succulent burst of apple, passion fruit, blackcurrant, or grapefruit. A much, much better surprise than an evil witch, don't you think? Nice. Okay, I'm gonna try an apple one. Ooh, it's a very sticky chew. It's sticking to my packaging here. I'll hold it up for you there. Okay, let's try it. That is very tart. It tastes like a delicious, tart green apple. I am really enjoying that flavor. That is very tart and delicious. And you still have some sweetness from the sugar that I'm sure is in there. That's really good. I like that one. All in all, this is a really good box. There were a lot of fantastic things in here. I am still in love with these guys. They're amazing. I'm also excited to finish the bag of our ham and cheese puffs. and my wafers, my lemon wafers. I'm excited about those too. I think those are probably my favorites from this box. They're really good, but there were so many delicious things in this box. And while there were some things that's kind of like, there was nothing that I just outright hated. And I was surprised to learn some of those things about Germany too that I had no idea about. I didn't know they were so big on chocolate, which is amazing, and I'm so glad they are. because they make delicious chocolates. But that was really fun. I'm glad we did this one, and I really enjoyed it. Well, thank you for joining me on this journey, and now I have to go put all of my wonderful snacks away. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!